Alright, as some of you may know, MindLab has put out an update utility for the Equinox 600 and 800. So it's time to update your control pod to the new program. Or is it? Let's talk about it. Alright, in this video, we're going to go over the exact steps of how to update your Equinox. But let me go ahead and go over how to do the update and all. But the first thing we'll talk about is when you get ready to update, I want you to check this right here. Check this out. Alright, I don't know how many of y'all have experienced this, but when you go to charge your detector, you plug it in. Next thing you know, you're wiggling this thing to get it straight. The light don't want to come on and all. Well, the contacts in here do get corrosion. I'll show a picture right here in the corner right here of what they look like before I clean mine. There's one particular contact will always do the back top left will always seem to get a lot of corrosion on it, more than the rest of them. So you need to keep these contacts clean. There's several methods you use. You can use it chemically to try to do it, or mechanically. Chemically, they do. You can just get some electronic cleaner and spray it on and try to clean it. And that's probably the best way to go. Some non-abrasive type stuff. But I have read online some people take a pencil eraser and do it. My friend Buddy said he took a piece of steel wool. I said, no, don't do that, because that's electrically, it will short the battery out here. So you don't want to do anything that's metal, because these are positive and negative where it's going in to charge the battery. So that would short the battery out in the inside the machine. So don't use anything that's metal. Eraser would be fine, or a piece of, if you had to, real light sandpaper would probably work, but I wouldn't recommend that. I'd probably try to go with some kind of cleaner before I would do that. But make sure all your contacts are clean, even these that plug into it. There's a magnet that actually holds it on here, and that will attract some of the black sand and dirt to it too. So you got to keep that clean and make sure your contacts are making contact for it to charge correctly and to hook up to the computer so that you can get contact to the computer so it can talk to it. So make sure that's clean before you get started. All right, here's everybody ready to get started. All right, to start with, I want you to click the very first link in the description of the video below. Now, this will be the page that you'll end up on right here. And I want to start you on this page because it kind of gives you some background and some information about the update. And if you scroll down, you'll see at the top it also gives you some minimum system requirements for the Windows and the iMac, and kind of tells you a little bit about it. On the right side of the screen, it actually gives you a step-by-step over there, which I'm going to go through right now, but I'm probably going to go a little more detail than they do, just in case you run into a little glitch like I did on a couple of things. So kind of hopefully it'll explain that to you to help you get through those issues. Now, what you'll do is click, I got it circled, to download the MindLab update utility here. Okay, once you click that, you'll get to this page right here. I got to this page and said, where's the download? But it's down one screen down. If you just scroll down just a little bit, right here, you'll see it at the top where I got circled downloads. And what you'll do is actually click that downloads right there, and then you'll get this screen to come up. And it says software right there. And you see some other things there, but click on the software, and then a little bottom thing will come up where it shows you the things to click for the iMac. The top one is for the Mac, and the second one is for the Windows version. So make sure you click the one that you have, whichever computer you have. If you have an iMac or Windows version computer, make sure you click the right one. So, but before you do that, I want to show you one more thing. If you look over to the right, it says about click here, and I'm going to show you that real quick. For more information, maybe to click here. I would suggest you to click that and just read the information, and I'll show you a quick screenshot of what you'd see. And this is basically what you see here. It kind of walks you through it again and tells you the same information right there. Kind of on the right there, it does tell you some more information. So check that out if you get a chance. All right, let's go back over to the MindLab utility update. Click on the one that's associated with your machine. And what you'll do is... on the iMac, it came up, it's not you sure you want to open because it's not, it's trusted or whatever. But yeah, I said, yeah, click open. And what it does on mine, it saves it down to the lower left-hand corner down there where you see it. And I click a little down here and it says open. This is on the iMac. The Windows might be a little different. I'm not running through that. I'm doing on the iMac. So it should be real similar. But now the iMac does change one thing right here. When I hit the open, it will come up to look like this, and it shows on the screen. And what on iMac, what you have to do is you have to actually drag it from where you see the Windows, the MindLab update utility, and drag it over to applications. It has to be in applications open, and I'll show you that right here. On a Windows machine, you have to drag the application over to the applications folder and then open it in the applications folder. As you can see on the screen, I just dragged it over and goes right into it. All right, the next thing you'll do is click on the MindLab update utility in the applications folder, and this screen right here will come up. It says connect to the detector to check for updates. All right, now what you want to do is use the actual cable that you use to charge it with. You just plug that into the USB port and plug your detector in and cut it on. Once you cut it on, give it a few seconds for it to recognize it. You should see this screen come up right here. Updates are available for your detector. If you'd already updated it, it will let you know that. But since it's a brand new one out there, it should be automatically know that you need an update for it. All right, the next thing you want to do is click install. And once you click install, you'll see installation progress going along the bottom. Don't turn it off. Don't disconnect anything. Make sure you keep it plugged in the whole time. You could cause some problems if you disconnect it while it's trying to update and interrupt the update. All right, so once it gets updated, you'll get this screen come on right here. Installation complete. Your detector can now be disconnected. You are now updated to the latest version at this point. All right. Now, my machine now is updated to the latest update, but I only did one of my machines. I got two Equinox 800s. I did one of them. So my next step is to try to do some testing using the old program and the new program and see what the difference is. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up some targets out in the back, some bottle caps and all, because one of the things this new program is supposed to do, well, it's a couple things it's supposed to do. One is silver. There's a lot of complaints about detecting silver, so it's supposed to correct the silver issue that's been addressed a lot of times, and it's also supposed to give a better depth perception with this new program. And the third thing is adding an iron feature, that F2 I think they call it, where you can actually go in and adjust some numbers on the iron. It's supposed to be able to eliminate bottle caps, which is a big issue, when you're on the beach, man. It's constantly hitting the bottle caps. There's a couple things you could do in the past. Hit the iron on and go right before it give you the iron feature sometime with those bottle caps. But anyway, this new program is supposed to eliminate the bottle caps. Some people say it did, some people say it didn't. So maybe it's how they set the new iron F2 up. I don't know. We hadn't tested that yet, but we're going to be testing that in the near future. Maybe not tomorrow, but this week we'll probably be doing some tests right in the yard. And I'll probably be testing on the beach too or something too, just kind of give a site test, and we'll do a yard test too. So anyway, stay tuned for that. But anyway, we got it all updated now, so we'll give it a try out in the field. So stay tuned for that. Appreciate everybody coming along. Don't forget to click like, comment below, share, subscribe to the Gigmaster, and stay tuned for a field test on the new Equinox update.